Hey everyone, many blessings. I'm chilling. It's like late at night, I just got out of the shower, whatever, getting ready for bed. That's why I'm looking a little ratchet, all right. But I did want to talk about two dream interpretations I wanted to give y'all because I had a dream last week and then I just recently had a dream. So I want to start off with the first dream I had last week. And it started off, I feel like I was in another country, possibly somewhere in Europe. I don't know for sure where I was. It was kind of late, and I was checking into a hotel. Somehow the scene switched, and I'm gonna tell y'all the dream first, and then I'm gonna give y'all the interpretation after I describe the dream. The dream switched and I was on an airplane. And for some reason we were flying around this mansion. And I was just kind of looking down and I was like, well, why are we flying around this place? And so I'm looking down and I see there's like three white men, and I don't know if y'all have seen some of my earlier videos, but I see the guy that I, thought was my twin flame. And, if you've seen my past videos, about like it all being a scam and me being used and all that stuff. But it was him with like three other white guys, and they were all sitting outside on the pool area, really big, huge area, because it was a mansion. And then it looked like there was even a private jet or a private plane like just parked out there too. And they were talking, and I got the idea that it had to do something with me. And I got the idea that I wasn't in that plane flying above them for no reason. I feel like I was put on the plane and sent there to see them do that. For some reason, I felt like really, I don't know if you want to say scared or just anxious. So like when I saw that, I ended up like dipping my head down and like kind of like looking out the window, but only like my eyes were looking for a little bit. So I was looking, like trying to get a better look and see like, who is that? What are they doing? Like, who are those people? And when I realized who it was, I instantly like turned and like just had my back against it and was like, I ducked down. And I was just like, what is this? Like, I was just like completely in shock. And I was like, was I sent here? Like, what's the purpose of this? Like, I was just questioning everything and just, I really didn't know how to feel about it. It was just like, what should I do? Like, what is going on? Just like, I felt like I had been being watched, and I felt like they were planning things based on or around me. I felt the whole entire time my father's presence. Now my father has passed away. It's been about 6-7 months since almost 11 months now since last April. And since he passed. And my dad fought in the Vietnam War. He earned a Purple Heart, and he worked at the VA for 30 plus years and received a lot of like honors and awards through the VA. So my dad was highly involved in like the military and vets, and He was even buried at one of the military cemeteries. But for some reason, I just felt like my dad's presence on the plane, and then even after the plane, after getting off the plane, I ended up back at the hotel, and I was just like still questioning everything. I felt like I was on full alert, like looking over my shoulder all the time, like just wondering like why was I sent there? Like, what was the reasoning behind? What do they want with me? Like, I felt like I hadn't done anything to anyone to deserve to be bothered to that extent. It was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what did I do? Because I felt like I'd done everything, right. I don't bother people. I stay in my own lane. Like, I was just in complete question, like, what the hell is going on? But then I felt like it's nothing I can do about it, because if they were bothering me to that point and I had not done much of anything, then it was like, it's nothing I can do anyway. Like, if they wanted to bother me or, contact me, then it was completely up to them. But the only thing I could do was continue to live my life and do what I had to do. So I know, like, through it, I was like checking into a hotel, and I was just kind of going through it like, well, can't do anything about that. I just got to keep living my life until something happens. If not, then I'm just keep doing what I do. So I was here at this unknown place. Like I said, I felt like it was very Europe-like, but I really wouldn't know because I hadn't even been to Europe. But I know I did not get the vibe that I was in the United States. And I remember just checking into this resort and just kind of like, I felt my father's presence, like, but in my dream, I didn't see his physical body, but I felt like he was with me. And so I'm going to give y'all the interpretation is that, this person that those 3 white guys were with, I felt like I saw him as my twin flame, but this could be interpreted as just somebody who knows your energy. They know your energy. They can read you very well. And whoever that person is in your life, they are being used as a tactic to get to you. And that's what I got from that piece of it. What I got from me feeling my father's presence is that I am being protected. There's higher forces, higher beings that are protecting me. And I feel like they are angelic and like strong soldiers or warriors. Because like I said, my dad fought in the Vietnam War. There was one instance where he was on the battlefield and only him and one other member in his platoon survived in that whole, brigade or platoon. And he was the one actually shooting the cannons. So like I said, my dad was as good of a soldier as he was an even better servant of the Most High. Like I said, my dad was a deacon, but it was never about the title with my dad. My dad was a true servant. There would be times where my dad would pick me up from school because he went to work early. He went to work at the VA around like 4 or 5 in the morning. So he got off around 3, which is around the time I would get out of school. He would be the one to pick me up. My dad got home. He would make sure I had whatever snacks I needed. He would make sure to take the trash out, collect the mail, do whatever he needed to do. And then there would be hours where he would just sit at the dining room table and just read his Bible. And my dad was a prayer, a big prayer. My dad never backed down from praying. Like, he prayed at almost every occasion they expected my dad to pray. So that's where a lot of who I've grown to be today is because of my dad. So what I got is that, you know, there's some strong spiritual energies watching over me. Because we are in spiritual warfare, and there's some and you too, because whatever relates to me, I feel like relates to the collective and all as a whole. But there's higher beings fighting on our behalf, you know. And so that's what I got from that dream. Another thing is like another thought that, because you know, I want to add every little bit of detail because everything counts in when I interpret a dream. But you know, when I was looking down and I saw my twin flame there along with, you know, 3 other people, I was just like, you know, like DAMN, you know, like it was seriously like I had been put in a spell since that whole incident happened, to where, you know, I couldn't stop thinking about it for over years. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it. And just recently I felt like that was something like a hurdle I had just jumped over, to where I was not spending like every day. Like I could go days without thinking about this person. And then for me to have this dream, it was just like, damn, here we go again. It's like it was like a hurdle I had just jumped over. And then I felt like because of that, I was like sucked back. It was kind of like it was purposely sucking me back into that energy. So that's another thing I wanted to add to that piece of dream. You know, I'm going to share my next dream with y'all sometime tomorrow, hopefully. But I wanted to share that dream and give you my interpretation of it. Peace and blessings.